Hello everybody, it's jrobi. I have another Grandmaster Chess Tactics video that I want to do today, and it's based around a game played by Henrik Danielsen. For those of you who don't know who Mr. Danielsen is, he's a chess grandmaster from Iceland, and he's the only chess grandmaster ever to post live games on YouTube. Back in 2007, he posted around 200 videos showcasing his live blitz skills and an opening system he was creating called the Polar Bear system, which is a new branch of the Birds opening. He hasn't been active for quite a while, and I've been hoping that he'll come back. I've been popping by his channel every once in a while to let him know that we're definitely looking forward to more of his videos. So definitely check out his channel. I'll place the link in the description box below, and subscribe to him and let him know that the videos are definitely appreciated and that we're hoping to see more. Because he did make chess history, and to see that high level of chess being played live and the thoughts of a grandmaster in the process is a rare gem in the chess world. In fact, he's the only one that I know that has ever done that on YouTube, at least at his level. Like, there are some grandmasters out there that have posted some captured video from tournaments and things of that nature, but generally they only put the ones up that they win, and it makes themselves look better than everybody else. But Danielsen actually put them up live, raw, uncut, unedited, and you could hear his whole thought process right from the beginning. So definitely check out his channel. But let's dive right to the video here. So today we're taking a look at a game that he played in 2010. He was playing the white pieces against a gentleman by the name of Tiger Person, and it's black to move in this position. I'm going to show you what black moves. The position that you see here on the screen right now is dead equal. But from this position here, Danielsen's opponent decides to play queen over to g7. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can come up with the punishing move that Danielsen played, and see if you can come up with the rationale behind why it's such a punishing move. So definitely go ahead and pause the video. I'm just going to dive right into it here. So facing this position, Danielsen came up with an awesome move, and he places his queen on the d8 square. Now this, of course, is threatening checkmate. If that queen ever gets to h4, it's game over for black. So black has to stop that from happening. Now in the game, Danielsen's opponent played knight to f6, and that basically blunts that queen's access to that h4 square for the short term. But I'm going to go back one more move here. Let's take a look at best play, because that move unfortunately wasn't the best play for Danielsen's opponent. The best move in the position would have been queen to f6, but the kicker is that it's still a lost position for black after the queen to d8 move. And let's take a look at why. So even with best play, queen to f6 does not stop the carnage from happening, because in this position white can happily trade the queens off, because take a look at the pawns on the A, B, and C files. They're connected, they're strong, and the only thing in front of them is that lone pawn sitting all isolated there on b7. So there's a huge pawn storm coming from white that black is not going to be able to handle. For example, after the queen is captured, now white can begin the attack by pushing the pawn up nice and subtle like to b5, and this of course is preparing the pawn strike on c6. From here, black's best play is knight over to d7, but here it comes, pawn to c6. This is attacking the knight and the pawn at the same time. Black has to take that. Black captures, white recaptures, attacking the knight in the process, and the knight has to peel back now to b6. Now it is defending a8 and c8, but white still has those menacing pawns on the A and C file, and there's nothing that black has in that area except for the knight. So from here, all white has to do is push the pawn up now to a5, attacking the knight, and the knight gets kicked off even farther now to c8. And from here, actually, I'm just going to flip through the moves, but as we can see here, white's king becomes activated, and there's nothing that black is going to be able to do that's going to stop one of these pawns that white has from promoting. In fact, it's just kind of delaying the inevitable here, as you can see, as the pieces are moving, because it is coming, and it's just a matter of time, and there's nothing that black can do. For example, after the check here, king moves off, pawn up now to c7 has to be captured, and now it's pretty much game over, as you can see. That's with best play. So Danielsen found the move that crushed even the best response that black had to offer. So let's go back to queen to d8 and take a look at what his opponent played. His opponent opted for knight to f6 to stop that queen's access for the short term, but this isn't good enough either, because Danielsen had a really nice resource. And in fact, I don't even think it's the one that the computer came up with, but Danielsen's line is just as good. He plays knight up now to e6. Now, of course, this is attacking the queen on g7. The queen has to defend the knight on f6, so it's kind of married down to the protection of that knight for the short term. So Danielsen's opponent just pushes it on to f7 now to defend that knight. But from here now, white just plays a very nice move, knight over now to g5. This is attacking both the queen and the pawn on h7. From here now, Danielsen's opponent played queen over to g7, desperately trying to maintain the defense of that knight there on f6. But from here, Henrik just plays
knight up to h7, and there's nothing that black can do in this position. For example, if the knight captures here, well, it's just a pretty simple game over with checkmate there on h4. If the queen actually tries to get engaged here by taking on h7, then the knight falls here on f6. Of course, this is threatening checkmate now on g5, so the king has to go up now to h6 from here. Check, king goes over to g7. The queens come off the table, and then, of course, we have those monstrous pawns that are just going to be able to promote. No matter what black does, it's going to be game over from this point. So it was just a very amazing move that Danielsen came up with the position by playing queen to d8. I'm definitely interested to know if you came up with that from the position. So I'm just going to flip back one move here so you can see what we started out with. If you did, that's awesome. If you didn't, hopefully you understood why he played it and the destructive capabilities that he had. And for those interested, Danielsen's opponent actually resigned after the knight captured on h7. So at this point it was game over. So take care. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Once again, definitely check out Danielsen's channel. The link is in the description box below. Subscribe. Ask him to post out more videos. He did make chess history, and I hope to see that continue. He did win the Icelandic chess tournament last year, so he's definitely on a roll in terms of his performance and his rating at the Grandmaster level. So I really hope that he starts to post videos again. So take care. Hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time.